circle blues. When I see the circles out, I get glum, there is no doubt. Got me the old chair circle blues. When I see chairs in a round, that's when I start to panic. Flap me hands all in the air, the doctor says I'm manic. Oh no, it's not right, association every night. Got me the old chair circle blues.
Bob, hey, old Bob.
What?
It's me, Mike.
Oh, hello, Mike.
We're doing a survey. What does AI mean to you?
AI? I'll tell you what AI means to me. When I was a lad on the farm, we had an AI man come every year. He'd show up with a suitcase full of glass files, a bloody great turkey baster and a look of grim determination on his face. He'd then proceed to disappoint the whole herd of Ayrshires by not being a real bull. That's what AI means to me. Philip.
Parker?
You ring, my lord?
Yes, tell Mother to get out of the car. My name is Bobby. I'm a producer. So handsome, debonair, Marks and Spencer's underwear. My name.
Bobby, no mates.
It's the mighty algorithm.
Of course it is. Who did you think it was? The auto-generated subtitles? Stop cowering, man.
Yes, your mightiness. Is anything amiss? Has Shaggy been on PC again?
What? Oh no, I quite like that little bugger. No Ponzi Newman quiche-eating crap with him. He speaks his mind, what there is of it. I get so fed up with all these bleeding touchy-feely 21st century snot rags. I'd like to shove a unicorn up their simpering arses. No, mates, I'm quite satisfied with your little show. Complete rubbish, but the price is right. Nothing. I take it there will be another series.
Oh yes, Your Eminence, I am honoured to serve.
Good. I trust you, no mates. I know I can rely on you not to have that little shit ChatGPT write it. I hate that little sod. He thinks he's so smart. You could use a new feature though, something you haven't tried before.
What would you desire, O shining great one?
Oh, I don't know. Ask Mike, he's your telly professional. I'm off now. Keep up the good work, no mates. I'll be watching.
Hello and welcome to Not the Chair Circle, the antidote to group therapy. Episode 6, Series 4. Now regular viewers will be aware that we run an old-fashioned 6-episode series format. Not for us the giddying heights of the 13-episode season. So this being episode 6, it is of course our series finale. It is also, if my maths serves me right, our 25th episode. We've had 4 series of 6, plus one rather unfortunate making of at the end of series 1. Well viewers, series 4 and still on the air. Who says there is no market for cheaply produced, low quality so-called entertainment these days? Now of course, Not the Chair Circle is primarily a vehicle to promote awareness of semi-circular phobia and to help ordinary folk avoid unnecessary trips to the Basket Weavers Hotel. Now as we are in series 4, I think I can safely say that the next item has become a bit of a tradition. Shaggy and I spent a productive afternoon on the editing room floor. We sifted through the offcuts and we've cobbled together what we consider to be the highlights of the series. Run VT. Oh no, it's not right, association every night. Got me the old chair circle blues.
We here at Not the Chair Circle started this series in jubilant mood as our subscriptions hit double figures for the first time. They continued to climb steadily throughout the course of the series. Shaggy's roving camera caught an impromptu recital of verse at Susie Wiles' house party, which provided the metric for Poetry Corner throughout the series. We concluded the candid recordings last time with a most ribald contribution from the host herself, Susie Wiles.
Of a husband, I wouldn't ask much. Just an all mods and cons little hutch. Bank account in my name and a chequebook the same. Plus a small fee for fucking and such.
Mother!
Oh, do shut up, Bobby.
Never known to shy away from the controversial, in episode 1 we took a look at the renewed interest in the use of psychedelics in the treatment of mental health. Mike's musical misinterpretation of the memo led to him unearthing some rare footage from the annals of both the Robotos and Druid's Pestle's past. Their collaboration for a foray into the world of psychedelic rock as one-off supergroup Platted Frog.
The newsprint eyes are staring with brows of bacon rind.
Dr. Robert's more medical dissertation on the subject of psychedelics was interrupted as Shaggy made one of his unscheduled appearances, and also gave viewers their first taste of his latest acquisition, a special effects app.
What have you been told about sabotaging my slot?
Yeah, I'm really sorry to burst in, Doc. It's not a wind-up, I promise you. But the boss has had a report there's some tainted acid doing the rounds as we speak.
Okay, camera 2.
Oh, cheers, Doc. Here is a message for anyone who may recently have ingested some locally sourced LSD.
You little bastard!
Despite Bobby's firm directions that the app should be used in keeping with the show's style and in mind of the fact that Bobby himself is the ambassador for the programme, the app was to make as many surprise appearances as its owner has in the past series. Ever vigilant for arising trends in mental health issues, episode 2 saw the tried and trusted team of Mike Gobshite and Dr. Robert investigating a suspected outbreak of sanity amongst the population. A disturbing new normal. Dr. Robert, self-proclaimed expert in the emerging field of dormant psychosis, introduced us to a family in crisis. The Sides, Sid, Vera and their son Justin. Our intrepid in-house psychologist then went on to diagnose Justin's side with a hitherto unheard of condition. The doctor went on to label the compulsion putting the seat down, or PTSD as the good doctor described it on his bill.
SD. Excellent.
We had a new face on the music front this series in the shape of Mike's warm-up man, a mysterious figure known only by his stage name, the Failed Folkie. He was accidentally caught on camera performing his vocational duty of warming up the Gobshite studio audience prior to filming.
If you want a rich and happy life, it isn't worth the risk to go and say these things to your therapist.
In episode 3, the team turned their attention to relationships within the family, in the workplace, and between the generations. There was a meeting of minds when Susie, Granny, and Ms. not Miss Priscilla Personnel Pronoun were placed in the studio together, ostensibly to talk about feminism through the ages.
Speaking as a young female person of status today, we are all suffering from the phallocentric society. Males dominate from a position of systemic bias. Young person, Shaggy showed me your Facebook page. You're 35.
A lively debate turned to violence when old Bob interjected with a few rather unfortunate queries.
Yes, that's true enough. And when their balls are full, their minds are empty. Oh, hello. Hello, ladies. And what are you girls nattering about today, then? Cakes? Shoes? Shopping? What the chicken shit?
Bloody hell. In episode 4, the focus was on creativity. Our regular rockers, the Robotos, were also on top form for this subject. They gave new expression to a folk standard, giving it the 12-bar treatment as only they dare.
Stand back, Mike. This could get hairy. Bring it in, boys. Well, I've been a wild rover for many's a year, and I've spent all my money on whiskey and beer.
This led to a challenge from one of our most esteemed regular viewers, which put them firmly in uncharted waters. Shaggy waded in to give them a hand, and the result was most unexpected.
Well, hello viewers, my name is Shaggy. I wear my hair wild and my t-shirt's baggy. I don't drive a Lambo or even a Mazda. You'll always see me hanging out down the Asda. Well, hello good people, my name is Space. This rhythm is unusual, but I can take the pace. I may be an old rocker, but I can do a rap. But don't think for the moment that I'll wear a backwards baseball cap. And the same goes for a Benny hat.
Always keen to help fellow travellers on the YouTube path, we did a simultaneous broadcast of Sid and Vera Side's first ever live stream on their brand new channel, the eponymously titled Pick Sides. How they will progress in the future is yet to be seen. Speaking of the future, Priscilla Personnel Pronoun left the building in high dudgeon after a conference with our CEO and producer Bobby No Mates. When Bobby explained that Not the Chair Circle was strictly non-profit and that her insistence on receiving top dollar was pointless, she stormed from his office declaring, "No fee, no me," and has not been seen since. Will this indeed be the last that we shall see of the influencer and self-proclaimed sociopathic healer? Only the next series will tell. That's right folks, after cloistering himself in his office for quiet contemplation, our CEO and producer, Bobby No Mates, has declared his intention to further the work with another series. We shall once again be championing the cause of raising public awareness of circular phobia and attempting to irrevocably break the circle. We earnestly hope for your continued kind indulgence when we return with Series 5.
Hard-hitting, cutting-edge stuff as ever, folks. Now, you may have noticed on that clip show that we only saw the briefest glimpse of our latest accidental musical contributor, the Failed Folkie. Now, we do want to give him some proper airtime, so we've invited him to guest on the final musical therapy of the series.
Musical therapy.
It was down at the old basket weavers. The doctor said, pull up a chair. All the seats were set out in a circle. All the usual crowd was there. With a sigh and a moan and a whimper, the inmates all sat in the round. Long before they began that damn smoking band, the dog ends they littered the ground. Then up jumped old howling Mad Derek. He said, lads, I can't take any more. They tried to sedate him, but they were too late, and the back of his chair hit the floor. Well, reports of that night, they are hazy, but of one fact there isn't a doubt. 12 patients went into the circle that night, but only 11 came out. Now the staff don't show any affection. The story's too painful to tell. If you get too blue, then they will section you at the Basket Weavers Hotel.
And now we come to our main topic tonight, emotional intelligence. Now, I think our CEO and producer Bobby No Mates might have taken this phrase a little too literally. The result is a venture into a telly format as yet unexplored here on Not the Chair Circle, the panel game show. But before that, the gang have asked me to express their extreme gratitude to all of you, not only for looking in on our little show, but also for all the comments and the calls to action. We hope to see you in Series 5. And now, over to Studio 6. Hi, and welcome to the first ever edition of Emotional Intelligence with me, Mike Gobshite, as your quizmaster. On my right, to keep us all in line, acting as adjudicator and scoremaster, Not the Chair Circle CEO and producer, Bobby No Mates. Welcome, Bobby.
Yes, hello, Mark. Hello.
The two teams pit their wits to solve tricky situations involving mental health issues to find out which team has the most emotional intelligence. On my right we have the professionals, psychoanalyst and seminal expert in the field of dormant psychosis, Dr. Robert Roberts. Good evening, Doctor. Joining him is visiting professor of applied pharmaceuticals and coordinator of the emerging field of tactile immersion therapy at the University of Hawaii, California. For the first time at Not the Chair Circle, and indeed across the pond, let's welcome Professor Yo-Yo Pagoda.
Why, thanks.
Hello,
Mike.
Professor.
OMG, I am so happy to be here. Namaste. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. Yeah, hi.
Professor. And on my left, the team representing the general public. First up from the field of professional adult correction, Shaggy and Granny McCready.
Hello.
Good evening, Granny. And last, but never least, yes folks, backed by popular demand, your very own, iconoclast and voice of the masses, Shaggy. Okay folks, round one is a buzzer round. First team to buzz answers. Second team then has a chance to give an alternative solution to the problem. In the case that Bobby cannot decide who to ascribe marks to, we throw it open to the studio audience, who will decide the winner with the aid of our trusty clapometer. Okay, scenario 1. A patient arrives presenting with acute lethargy and expresses an aversion bordering on fear towards engaging in their ordinary everyday activities. What do you do? Dr. Robert. I would immediately employ the PYT response.
I'm sorry, PYT?
Pull yourself together. It's an obvious case of sticky mattress syndrome. Doesn't want to get out of bed. The idle swine's obviously just looking for a sick note to get out of going to work. I see it all the time.
Oh my God, you can't treat people like that. They need love and understanding. They would be in definite need of immediate tactile immersion therapy, hug envelopment, and an essential aroma bath.
I am afraid that we can only accept one answer per team.
Okay, viewers, I shall have to pass it over and give it to the other team who have a chance to steal. I'd say, I'll cheer up and I'll prescribe a curly whirly. Well, it looks like it's down to the clapometer. Firstly, the professionals. Only a faint response from the audience there, I'm afraid. And now, the public's answer. Mr. Adjudicator?
Oh, very well then. 5 points.
First score to the members of the public, who've shown the most emotional intelligence. Oi, you over there. Is your name really Yo-Yo?
Why, yes it is, and thank you for asking. I just love your accent, by the way. Adorable.
And what is it that you teach?
I am a tactile immersion therapist, thank you for asking.
Or teach for short?
Oh, I suppose so, yes, just like your cute little British birds.
I say, and could anyone be a tit? Could Dr. Robb be a tit if he tried?
Why, yes, he could. We have a progressive TIT developmental program at our Whole Soul Retreat in Costa Rica.
Yeah, you are, Dr. Roberts. I think you'd make a really good tit.
Shaggy, that is quite enough.
Okay, teams, best concentrate now. All to play for. Fingers on the buzzers. Scenario 2. A patient presents appearing disoriented and unable to remember their own name. What is your next move?
Check their clothes for name labels and tell them to pull themselves together.
I remember the last patient you tried that on. Turned out he shopped at Marks and Sparks. He went home thinking he was St. Michael. I think that's another one for us, boss.
Oh, very well. Another 5 points.
Okay then, this one for the round. Scenario 3. A patient presents demanding that they be punished for all their wrongdoings. How do you proceed? Granny. You ask them exactly how naughty they've been, give them a safe word, and when you're finished, you send the bill to the NHS.
I don't get it. OMG! You can't treat people like that. I've never heard of anything so unprofessional.
Rubbish. It's called aversion therapy, with a wee bit of sensory deprivation thrown in. I've never had any complaints. A few moans initially, but that's all part of the process. And what's more, with me they get a full hour, not 50 minutes and then, we'll have to finish now, like you psychiatrists. Thieving bastards.
Oh, well,
Well done, Granny. Well, I think that this week it's a runaway success for the members of the public. Well done, Granny and Shaggy. You've shown the most emotional intelligence.